peace and darkness, abundant ones. Let's hop right into the video.
Had to hop over fences and climb up the ladder to get what I want, bitch. I'm just getting better. They tried to tell me I would never be shit. Look at me now, body built like a brick. Sleep all you want, but I'm chasing my dreams. Everything I do is fuck the supreme. Came from the hood, ain't shit sweet about me.
Hola, my name is Deity, Princey, and I am the miracle coach, the mystic, and I'm here to help you with your traumas, with your childhood traumas, and to transcend these adversities into living a life fulfilled that you deserve, that you desire, to wake up every day and say, what's going to happen today? What am I going to get into? Who am I going to meet? And it all starts with these programmings. So I'm going to go off of this chart so that way I can better assist you as giving you some type of explanations and some examples as into how trauma is a program. Everything's a program, okay? Let's just clear the air. This is the matrix. The matrix is a set of systems, of structures based on a specific foundation, right? A specific rule. So the wound is also the matrix, right? So you leave one matrix. That matrix, when you were inside of your mother's womb, that determined how you would be, how you would thrive within this external matrix that we all are in playing this game. So if your mother's wound was filled with shame and trauma, that's going to pass on to you. You're going to go through your first stages of life between 0 days old all the way up to 1.5, trust versus mistrust. That's Erik Erikson's model. Can I trust my environment or can I not? So you're automatically being programmed because your body is a computer, your mind is a computer, your brain is a computer. You're automatically being programmed with the micro cues of your environment. Is this safe? Okay, bet, I can trust. Now moving on to self-autonomy. Like, you're going to go through these different stages, but it's all based on the program that you are coded with. Programs are codes, but these codes can be what? You can enter into a code by having a override. Just like your house, you have security on your house in order to enter into the house. So what if you got the key? You can come up to my door all you want and put the key in, but I have a security alarm. Therefore, you're not going to have entrance. You have to know the code to get in. Your brain can rewire these codes. Your trauma, the trauma has different programmings to it. Trauma is its own set of codes. These codes, these programmings that come from trauma can be shame, can be guilt, can be grief. When a person is experiencing a lot of shame, right? This is another program. It's programs within programs. It's matrices within matrices. Okay, boxes within boxes. But when you have trauma, whatever it was, childhood trauma, I speak for people who have childhood trauma. I have a 10 out of 10 ACEs score. So I always start there because that's my expertise. So if you have childhood trauma, this stays with you. Even if you don't consciously remember what happened to you as that little girl, as that little boy, your body does. Your body keeps score. Your body keeps score. So you may not realize, wow, I just got a smell of something. I just heard a certain sound, a certain color, a certain texture. Something bothers me and I don't know why. And the reason why is because your body knows why. So this is where you become mind and heart and body coherent, right? I'm jumping ahead, but trauma, shame. Trauma has shame and guilt and grief. These are other programmings because within shame, you can have an experience of not expressing your authentic self. When you have shame, when you feel shameful, you're not going to want to be your authentic self. You're going to be like, oh no, I shouldn't wear this. I shouldn't wear this outfit because other people won't like it. And I'm ashamed of my own body, so I shouldn't do it. Shame is going to stop you from being your authentic expression. Your ego is your amigo. Your ego is the one that's going to speak for you. Which leads over to that confidence. But let's not jump too far ahead. So shame, you have that program of shame. Then you have the program within that program. You're not going to express yourself because you feel shameful. Let's move over to guilt. You have a program of trauma, which gave you a program of guilt. That guiltiness is going to make you be people pleasing. Now you feel guilty to not bend to other people's wills. People pleasing can have a two in one. Either where people pleasing is still from trauma though. We're people pleasing because we never had that love, that security, that foundation. So we think that, oh, if I people please, if I say yes, 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 even though when the answer is no to me, eventually you will come for me. Oh, you will never leave me. You will never abandon me. So that guilt can cause us to people please, not only the guilt tripping ourselves, we're feeling guilty for ourselves. Well, I need to have these people. I don't have anybody. I feel guilty because I don't have any family. So now I'm guilt tripping myself and I'm people pleasing so I can subdue this guilt, which is, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. That's why you're here. You're here to ascend past this. Then you have the grief. When you're feeling grief because you lost that relationship, you lost that job, you lost your child, whatever it could be, there are 5 stages of grief. So within you feeling that grief, you're going to have now a confliction of your reality. You feel conflicted. 1 minute you feel depressed. 1 minute you're in denial. No, it didn't happen that way. They didn't really punch me in my face. They just, was punching the air and I just so happened to get tapped, but I didn't get punched. You feel me? You're going to go through these 5 stages of grief, depression, and then eventually you're going to reach that acceptance. See, even anger, within grief, there's anger. Anger is not a bad feeling either because you can transcend it. When you transcend all these different lower natures of grieving, of why me, and oh my God, let me bargain with the universe. If you give me back my twin flame, if you give him back to me and he treats me right, universe, I promise you can have anything you want from me. Just bring him back. I want him right now. Okay, you're bargaining. But once you reach a level of acceptance and just accepting things that you cannot change and controlling the things that you can control. You have control over your responses. You have control over your thoughts. You have control over your breathing right now. You have control to go and nourish your body. If your stomach is growling, you have the full control to go get yourself some food. Nobody is not going to come knock on your door and say, did you eat today? Now, when you're in a healthy relationship, that's different. But when you're on this journey solo in the beginning, because that was me. I was solo in the beginning. It was all on me. I had to do these things. So you transcend that acceptance. You transcend it, and now you're going into confidence. Confidence is its own program. You get to choose which program you want to be in. This is welcome to the game of life. Welcome to the laws of the Hermetica. There are 7 principles to the law of Hermetica. And with that being said, when you enter into confidence, this is a different subset of a program, and everything's a programming, but your confidence is now constructing from that mentalism, because all is mental. So if mentally you're feeling confident, that's on your inside world. That means you're going to radiate that confidence off. That means other people are going to see you before you even They see you before you even see you. Sometimes your confidence is so already there and you may not even know how confident you really are, but other people can just see it. But confidence has its own programming too. You have desire. Your desires are not a bad thing. This is a higher frequency. The universe works off of hertz and frequencies and vibrations. Everything has to be a vibrational match. Sounds and rhythms. Just like I want to start doing more with you, breath work and the ums. These things really heal you. Okay, I got energized by doing that. But your desires, then you have goals. Your desires are going to force you to calculate goals. If you watch my last video, well, the video before last, the last one is about narc bosses, but the one before that is about running. Your brain is going to make sure you're safe. So if your brain is going to make sure you're safe, it's also going to get the things that you desire too. So it's going to construct ways for you and tell you which energy to use and how to get to this goal. Your brain is constantly working to get you your goals because it's opening up those neurological pathway systems. It's doing that problem solving. So you go from an example of a goal. I put weight loss. That was one of my goals. I was 210 pounds. That was my biggest. 210 pounds, and I lost 75 pounds on my own, no trainer. I just did it. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. We are all scientists. That's it, period. You don't need no degree. You don't need nobody to tell you who you are. You know who you are. When you can heal thyself, no one can come at you crazy because you did it yourself. So I use that as an example. Another example is, okay, more money. Money is just wealth. So when you want more money, you really ultimately are just seeking for more wealth. I'm gonna do another video too, why I've been vegan for so long, why I stopped eating meat 7 years ago. So wealth, when you want more money, you want to really have more wealth. Wealth is not just all money wise. Wealth is not just always a piece of paper. Wealth is also the connections you have with people, the resources that you have, the opportunities that you have. Okay, the fact that you got to go speak at some event to inspire thousands of people, that right there is a wealthy gift in itself, because you have a throat chakra to project and you have a way to reach those pathos and those ethos of people, their emotions. That is a gift. That's a gift. And under confidence is its own programming. These codes, when you use the confidence codes, you are using these codes to transcend that trauma. Your trauma is automatically coded with this shame and guilt and grief. But when you go over to confidence, you're using these codes of desire, of courage. Courage is a high frequency as well, because it takes courage. Love is courage. Okay, I saw a chicken. I will never forget this video. I saw a fucking chicken fight a cobra over her 6 chicks. You can look it up on YouTube yourself. A cobra was trying to eat her chickens. She got each and every chick out safely, and she was cornered in by a fucking cobra. Come on, that's confidence. She had confidence in herself. That little chicken had confidence in herself. You will not eat my babies, not today. I have courage, I will fight you. That's the angel of war. See, low vibration is bitter and khaki and, oh, look what you have on, and talking shit, and oh, I got a bigger bag. That's low vibrational, okay? But courage, love is when you say, you're not gonna harm mine, because now I'm gonna have to show you who Mother Bear is. You don't bother me, I don't bother you. It's peace, love, and light. But the minute you cross that threshold and you try to touch what's mine, the courage is going to come out, because I'm going to protect what's mine. That's what courage is, protecting yourself. When it comes to my sanity, I will not be around people who are not conducive to my evolution, who are not conducive into pouring into me the same way that I pour into them. And you go from courage, that's action. That's action right there. You took action. Courage is action, because you can feel the courage, like, oh, I want to do it. But take the action now. Take the lead. Dive in. Then you receive new opportunities. These are all programs, and when you follow these programs, more codes unlock. The code to courage is action, and then the next thing would be more opportunities. You did that one thing, now you have an influx, an abundance amount of worth of different things you can do, different endeavors, new connections with people, okay? And under confidence, your pride. Okay, going back to that chicken get to go home to his flock and be like, yeah, I saved mine from a cobra. That's pride right there. Take that with you. That's beautiful to be able to say, I did that. Okay, I created this software that is helping millions of people. Be prideful. That's confidence, because that's a whole code. That's a whole program. From pride comes, it is done. The pride is, it is done. I can do anything. I did that. What's next? What's next, universe? I'm ready, universe. From it is done to anything is possible now. If I can do that, oh, I can do this. If I can lose 75 pounds on my own, if I can do a dual program and get a master's degree and a bachelor's degree, if I can move state to state to state all by myself until I found my divine masculine. Ironically, you want to know what's funny, y'all? Side story. I moved so many different states just to find the love of my life who's from the same area that I literally left from. Well, the state over, but still up north. You feel me? Up north say gang. We down south now though, gang. I'm both. I'm a hybrid. But anyway, anything is possible. Once you do one thing, it's like boom, boom, boom. It just keeps coming. Like, I swear to God, y'all, I promise you. It's so easy. It's so beautiful. I promise, okay? Last one, because I know this is getting a little too long now. Self Self-realization. That is another program. When you look, do you see how I have the two? Do you see how they're on the opposite sides of each other? Trauma. On the opposite side of trauma is self-realization. Self-realization is willingness. You're willing now to take full accountability for your own values and not anyone else's stories. Nope. I can't hear your story. All I can hear is my own. Period. You have a right to be selfish. Okay, I love Ralph Smart Infinite Waters. He is the reason why I started to do what I'm doing. But we are two different people. You know, he's always about kumbaya. I'm kumbaya to a certain extent, but listen, you have to be proud of who you are, and you have to have the willingness to say, I'm doing this for me and for me only. I don't care about anyone else, because I can't help you if I'm not good. How can I serve you? How can I show up today and make this video if I didn't make sure my needs were met? If I didn't eat a good nourished meal before I got on this camera with all these lights beaming in my face? You have to come first before you can help and give a hand to anyone else. Love thyself first and everything else will follow. Okay? Self-autonomy is knowing that I can make my own decisions. I don't need no one else to tell me what to do. I don't need no one else's advice. If I didn't ask for it, it's not needed. If I didn't ask for it, you're wasting your breath because I didn't ask you. You feel me? I didn't ask you, like, period. So then you go over to love, self-realization. You realize how much you love yourself, how much you would do anything in this universe for you, because it's always you and you. So you go from love to freedom of relationships. The more you love yourself, the more you love people, and the more you're not like codependent. If it work, baby. If we go for a good run, great. Whenever it's time to part ways, if it's ever time, if we're meant to know each other for our whole life, amazing. If we're not, amazing. Life continues on. But the more you love yourself, the more you have freedom of all these different relationships, and there is no grudges. There is no need to be codependent, to be obsessive, to be controlling. When you love yourself, you have the love for others, and you allow people to be who they are being, their authentic expression, period. And then you go over to peace. When you tap into the program and you code yourself with self-realization and you code yourself with peace, oh my love, you are now free from distractions. You are free from drama. You have serenity and tranquility. That's something that money cannot buy. Okay, you can have quadruples amount of dollars and go to the nicest resort where they rubbing your feet, all the beautiful massages. If you're not happy within, it ain't gonna mean shit. Tranquility is within. When you can literally sit in a storm, when it's storming, and you can meditate and just feel peace and calm, you won. You mastered thyself. And it continues on. You continue to transcend and to blossom into new beings, into new things. You are a multidimensional being having a human experience. Or as I like to say, you are a spiritual being having a sexual experience, and that's periods. And speaking of sex, I'm having a sexual healing mastermind. Now you come to this mastermind because I'm doing so many great incentives. When you join 2 masterminds back to back, you get a free 30-minute customized coaching session with me where we will go in depth about what it is that you need to do for one specific issue. So I advise you to hop on that so you can have a closer connection with me. And if you're ready to invest in your self-development and your growth, you can just book your one-on-one with me, and I'm right here for you, period. And as always, stay rich and stay dangerous abundant. And if you like this video, please go ahead and send it out. Please like, and please drop comments below, y'all. I wanna engage with you. Drop your comments. Let me know how you feel, how you think, what video requests you wanna see. And I'm out now. Deuces.